Hi, welcome to This Week at Four Horsemen. I am C3 Rhino. This is my counterpart, Ron2D2.
Very good.
Just kidding. I am Ryan O'Loughlin, and this is Ron Davis. We both work at Four Horsemen Comics in Morgantown, West Virginia. And this is a brand new show that we're starting, that we're going to be streaming live on Twitch every week. We hope to soon open it up to other platforms, including Facebook and YouTube. Stay tuned for more details on those. So what exactly is This Week of Four Horsemen, Ron?
This Week of Four Horsemen, we're going to start off with some new comics. We got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to run through. We're going to talk about what's coming out this week, events that are coming up, a little bit of everything. So
yeah, it's going to be a platform to talk about events, both our events and events in the community, new comics that we have, new games, new items that we have in the store, and just really anything that comes to our mind.
And of course, if you guys know of anything coming up that you would like us to talk about, please email us, Facebook us, tweet us.
Yeah, message us at the store. Make a comment in the Twitch chat or tweet at us at Four Horsemen Comics. And without further ado, let's jump into it with new comics.
New comics. All right, the first one I got today, as I'm super excited about this, is the first issue of Dark Crystal. It's a 12-issue run coming out from Jim Henson. I don't know if you guys saw the movie way back in the 80s.
Scariest movie ever made.
Awesome.
When are these comics available?
These are available tomorrow, Wednesday, and we do have limited quantities as always. So
we open at 10 o'clock. New comics are available every Wednesday when we open at 10 o'clock. Our boys, Anthony and James, are working feverishly downstairs right now to get them out on the shelf. And I have a Black Panther number 11, one of the lesser-known Avengers, but if you saw Civil War, he's one of the characters that I'm most excited about, and I definitely recommend checking out the newest rendition of the Black Panther.
Pretty awesome. All right, next up we have Outcast, special issue this week. It's only a quarter, and these are the guys that have done, Robert Kirkman is the guy that brought us Walking Dead, so be sure to check this one out when you're in.
I recently read the first issue of that one. I can't recommend it enough. It's definitely one to check out. Awesome. Another new comic this week, Infamous Iron Man. All I'm going to say about this one, not Tony Stark, Victor Von Doom. Doom. That's all you need to hear to pick this one up, guys.
Yep. All right, and now we're going to have somebody come on to talk about their the staff pick of the week.
This is Caleb Davis, everybody.
Hi! So this week I picked up curse words.
Wait, we're here to talk about comics, Caleb.
Right, but curse words though.
Oh, it's a comic called Curse Words. I'm sorry. Carry on.
This book is actually super sweet. It's about a wizard called named Wizord. He comes from the future past to destroy us all, but turns out he actually just likes hot dogs and supermarkets and stuff like that, and decides maybe I'll give it a try.
Who's this written by?
It is written by Charles Soule.
Is that your pen name?
It might be. It's my stage name.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh. Just keep going. But yeah, the book is really good. These actually sell really quickly here. I think that maybe we've got 2 or 3 extra on the shelf after filling subscribers tonight.
Okay, so if you want any of the new books that we're featuring this week, definitely be in here tomorrow as early as possible. Several of these books, we only have 1 or 2 to go on the shelf after we fill our subscribers. And our last new book we're going to talk about this week is the reboot of Elektra. The first issue comes out tomorrow, and we're going to give away a free issue of this. If you want to win this, all you have to do is tweet the correct answer to our trivia question at Four Horsemen Comics. The question is, who played Elektra in the film Elektra? Tweet to us at Four Horsemen Comics the correct answer, and you will win a free copy of this that you can pick up anytime this week at our Morgantown location. Now we're going to cut back to Mr. Davis. Refresh.
Smooth transition.
As always. And now we're going to get into some of our gaming events that we have going on this week. I am the Magic tournament organizer here at Four Horsemen Comics, so I'm going to talk about some of the Magic the Gathering events. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, is our Four Horsemen game night that alternates between the Modern and Legacy formats. Tomorrow we're playing Legacy, and we do allow proxies at all of our Legacy events up to 75. They must have the full text on them. And just to make it clear, this is not a Wizards Play Network sanctioned event. So if it has proxies, it isn't sanctioned, so you won't get Planeswalker points, but you do get to play Legacy. That's tomorrow night, 6:30 at 10. Thursday nights, every Thursday nights is our Commander night from 5 to close. Great casual atmosphere, good time to just come in and play some games. And then our Friday Night Magics are the real events, right?
Yep.
The real fun events. Every Friday we have Friday Night Magic at standard format at 6 and modern at 6:30. Both have a $5 entry fee. And this week we're going to try a draft F&M at 8:30, which has a $15 entry fee unless you played in either the standard or modern events. Then you're going to pay only $10. Why is that?
Sweet. Because we love standard.
Because we love draft.
We love draft.
Yes, and we're trying to encourage savings to our players, to give the savings back to them. So the more events you plan, the more you save. And we're doing the same thing on Saturday. At noon we have a modern grinder. It's $20 to play, and we do have cash prizes. And then that night at 6 o'clock we're going to do another draft, which is $15 or $10 if you played in the modern portion of that day's events. So we also we have an upcoming event on Sunday, March 5th, the TCGPlayerWestVirginia.com TCGPlayer.com West Virginia States Championships. That is modern.
Right here.
Yeah, and you're going to be hearing a little bit about that each week on the show. Now we're going to kick it over to Ron to talk about HeroClix.
Every Wednesday, our HeroClix group meets up, and this week they are doing a Deadpool and X-Men pre-release. Entry fee is only $25. Fun kicks off, like I say, this Wednesday at 6:45.
And this is the only way to play with those figures before the street date, right?
Correct. They don't come out until next week. So also, if you want to put a pre-order for those, we take pre-orders all the time.
Yeah, and it's Deadpool, so I expect that set's going to be highly sought after.
Awesome. Yeah.
X-Men's pretty cool too.
It's all right.
Yeah. All right. So on Thursday nights, we have our X-Wing nights where everybody comes in for either casual flights, tournaments occasionally, or our leagues.
We do have leagues running right now.
Mm-hmm. So come in on Thursday nights to get more information. You can talk to one of our staff members or one of our tournament organizers. Remember to fly casual.
If you're always looking to learn a game, any of the guys that are in between games would love to teach you guys how to play too.
And great time to insert this. If you're interested in learning any game that we offer here, just call or come in, and if we're not able to do a demo with you then, we can schedule you to do a demo at some point during the week with one of our staff members or one of our tournament organizers.
Yeah. Also, coming up this weekend, the Pathfinder Society group is meeting. I believe they meet on Saturday, starts around noon.
Mm-hmm.
The adventure this weekend is the Emerald Spire Super Dungeon. They're on level 5. Sounds kind of awesome.
Sounds super awesome. I kind of wish I didn't have to work so I could play that.
Nope.
I have to work.
The man.
Calling off Saturday.
You look sick. You don't look well.
I don't feel well. Then also going on Saturday, we're having our monthly tabletop day. The last Saturday of every month, we have a tabletop day where we encourage players to come in with board games, friends and family, and just have fun playing board games. We have open tables that are available really any day of the week. Anytime you want to come in and bring your own games or play some of the dozens of board games that we have demo copies of, you're free to. But the last Saturday of every month is like our sponsored tabletop day.
Right. It's a great day to pick up a new game or to show off a game that you love and maybe get more people playing yours.
Mm-hmm.
Also, speaking of Saturday, we're going to have a Seven Wonders tournament. It's at 1 o'clock, and entry fee is $5. And it is sort of specialty. We've got some special pieces that we give out as part of the event. So
you want more information on the format of that? Go to our Facebook page and click on events, and that is true of all of our Facebook events.
Yep.
After moving forward, also on Saturday, we have lots of events this
Saturday's
Saturday.
real busy.
We have a Hearthstone tournament, Fireside Gathering. That event is at 5 o'clock. It's a $5 entry fee, and it is the standard format. So Hearthstone is an up-and-coming game that we've run a few events for, and we're looking to start running regular events. Our organizer, Brian Strakel, who's also our Pokemon organizer, is very enthusiastic about the game, and we know there's lots of players out there. We'd really love it if you'd come in and check out one of our Fireside Gatherings.
Yep. The arena is open all day, every day. I think it's $5 a day to get into that.
Yep.
So if you want to come in and check it out before the game,
if you haven't came into the store, we have the Arena, which is our in-store gaming lounge. We have several PCs with hundreds of games on each. It's $5 to play all day till we close, and we're usually here later than when we're supposed to close.
Yep, and the mall loves us for that.
Yeah, can't always count on it, but most of the time it's true, especially Fridays and Saturdays. So come in, check out all the games we have.
Yep. Coming up on Sunday, Dice Masters. If you haven't played Dice Masters, and if you like rolling dice, Dice Masters is a game for you. Handfuls of dice. It's a whole lot of fun. We're doing a casual event, 2 to 5. Come out and learn how to play. Also, kind of rewinding a couple of days, like Ryan mentioned, our Pokemon professor, Brian Stragle, does a fantastic job with the Pokemon community. If you are wanting to learn, or if you want to come and talk about decks, Brian is your go-to guy. They meet every Friday. They do an event called Friday Night Pokemon, which is a whole lot of fun. And then Saturdays, around noon, when the group usually meets for some casual play. We do pre-releases and releases, things like that. We don't have anything big on the horizon right now, so come out and play.
I do just want to throw out there that Pokemon is one of our fastest growing gaming communities.
Yep.
They've always been a steady presence, but in the past year, they've gone to probably in our top 3 largest gaming communities, and I see only growth in their future. It's a great time to get into Pokemon.
Absolutely.
Moving on, we're going to talk about some of our streaming. We're starting to do more streaming via our Twitch channel and also YouTube, and hopefully you'll be seeing some of this content on Facebook as well. But we do stream all of our Friday Night Magic events. You can see our stream at twitch.tv/4horsemencomics, which I assume you might know that since that's what you're watching right now. But in case you're watching this on YouTube later, you can catch us live on Twitch. So we usually do either our modern or standard, which is at 6 or 6:30. You can follow us on Facebook to figure out which one, or just tune in. We're also going to be starting up another new show called Telltale Tuesdays, which will be maybe every Tuesday, might be every other Tuesday, where I and another person play through an episode of one of the Telltale series of games, which if you're not familiar with those, I suggest you stick around after the show, because after a brief delay, Ron and I are going to be back streaming the first episode of Telltale's The Walking Dead.
That sounds awesome.
It's going to
Dim
be
the lights.
going to be great. I can't promise I will not scream. But there's going to be more content coming to our Twitch channel and our YouTube channel. We're hoping to get more video game related content, as also some product openings, some board game demos. There's talk of a staff D&D campaign.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be a lot of fun.
It'd be hard to get off the ground, but it's on our list.
It'd be a lot of censoring.
And the last thing that we wanted to talk about this week is we wanted to name this week's Horseman of the Week. And what is the Horseman of the Week first?
Horseman of the Week is we'd like to take a chance to recognize somebody either in the community or related to the store, or actually anywhere in town that we feel is just a real benefit to everybody around them. And we figured the first one is a staple in the store. Anybody who's been here Friday, Saturday knows him. His name's Charlie. Sweetest man you'd ever want to meet. He is an avid fan of old B movies, models, spaceships, just
sci-fi,
about anything.
just sci-fi.
Any kind of sci-fi.
Any kind of sci-fi.
And he loves to talk about his models. I would actually love to see his collection someday.
I'm not sure I could handle it. Just the sheer awesomeness. And I want to say that when we've talked about doing something like this, like a Horseman of the Week, Horseman of the Month, just an opportunity to recognize awesome community members that we have out there. We finally found a platform to do that, and that is This Week of Four Horsemen. Yep. We were talking about who should we recognize first. We both thought of Charlie. Yep. He's always there every Friday, every Saturday. We can always count on him, and he always has a positive attitude. He always brings positivity into the store. There's nothing ever negative.
Guys.
Yeah. Just wanted to give you a shout out.
Thank you, Charlie. Moving forward, if you guys know of anybody in the community, if you've heard of anybody doing something awesome, please let us know for consideration. We're going to do this every single week. We'd love to hear from you.
We haven't worked out a regular time, but we will have a regular time moving forward. To get more info, follow us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Four Horsemen Comics. If you have any comments, constructive criticisms, or questions,
not even constructive,
please message us on any of those formats. I'm the store's social media manager, and I will get back to you in a timely manner. Anyways, thank you for joining me today, Ron.
Thank you for joining me, Ryan.
And stick around. We'll be back in just a little bit on twitch.tv/4horsemencomics with the very first episode of Telltale Tuesdays.